Hey everybody, it's Christina here, back again with another mindful moment. And today's mindful moment is actually going to be a 5-minute yoga sequence for energy. So we're going to be activating all of the planes of the body here, the front, the back planes, and then as well the sides. And what has been Hey everyone, it's Christina here, back again with another mindful moment. And for today's mindful moment, we will be doing a 5-minute yoga sequence focused on boosting your energy. So this is something that you can use as a resource and take it out when you're feeling like you just need a little quick jolt of energy. This would be the 5-minute sequence to use. In today's session, we're actually going to be activating the front and the back planes of the body, as well as the side planes. So when we begin to focus specifically on the planes of the body and bring them more oxygen, we actually have the potential to boost energy levels as well as serotonin levels. So for today's sequence as well, we are going to be standing for most of it, but you always have autonomy over your own practice. So if you feel more comfortable seated in any position, please feel free to do that. And you can modify the postures to your seated position. And if at any time you feel like you don't want to do something, you are more than welcome to skip it. So let's go ahead and get started. Everybody, take a big stand up on your feet if you are choosing to stand with me. And then no matter where you're at, we are going to begin by grounding into this space, into this energy, with a few cleansing breaths. So go ahead, if you feel comfortable, you can close the eyes down. You have the option to bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly, those centers of connectedness and care. Now we're just going to take a few cleansing breaths just to bring us into this space and onto our mat. Big inhale. Slow, deep exhale. Big inhale. And a slow, deep exhale. Last one, big inhale. And a slow, deep exhale. Beautiful. From here, begin to lower the palms down by the sides. And we're going to activate some movement in the neck. So from here, big inhale. As you drop the chin to the chest, really articulating that space between the shoulder blades. And as you exhale, bring left ear to left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. We're going to take 2 more in that same movement. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Beautiful. From here, we're just going to take it around the world, seeing what we can access, finding any sticky spots in the neck and the shoulders. They both tend to be places where we hold almost all of our tension. So you can take your time and move like you're in molasses here. Beautiful. From here, bring the head back to center, and we're going to invite some movement into the shoulders. So big inhale, bring them on up towards the ears as high as possible. And as you exhale, can you bring them down the back body? Really seeing if those shoulder blades can touch. Big inhale as you round and bring them forward and up. Exhale brings them down and back. Continue on in this same movement. Again, bringing some awareness into the shoulders, taking your time here so we can begin to communicate with our body's sensations. What do you notice? What is that tension, that tightness telling you? One more big inhale as we round and bring them up. Exhale, slowly draw them down the back body. Beautiful, everyone. From here, go ahead, inhale the fingertips nice and high as we find our mountain pose. Standing here in your power, the feet are firmly rooted into the earth. Spine is nice and long. Your tailbone is tucked. Shoulders are dropping away from the ears. And you're receiving all of that energy up through the fingertips and all the way down into the toes. Big inhale. Exhale, find your lion's breath. We're gonna goalpost the arms, bringing the elbows in line with shoulders. And we're gonna send the heart forward here. Option to stick out your tongue. Ah. Maybe take a deep exhale. Big inhale brings you back to that mountain pose, fingertips nice and high. And then on this next exhale, left palm comes down by the left thigh and let that right hand reach overhead. Now while we're here activating this beautiful side stretch, we want to make sure that the hips are rooting down for the earth as the arm is reaching up for the sky. So we get that full body stretch here all along that right side body plane. Big inhale brings both palms back up to your mountain pose. Exhale brings right palm back on down, and left palm goes overhead for that same side body stretch. Beautiful. Big inhale brings you back to center, fingertips nice and high. And then from here, we'll find a forward fold. So we're gonna swan dive forward, hinging at the hips. Option here, if you're feeling a little bit, I'll turn my positioning. If you're feeling a little bit more tightness in the hamstrings, please keep a big bend in those knees. That way you get the full depth of your stretch. So we're finding our forward fold here. Bring the palms down to the mat or whatever you can access. Sinking here into this moment. This is always a great space to see what you can feel. Option, maybe if you have it in your practice, you can pedal out the heels a little bit, invite some movement into those joints, into the knees, but just be careful not to force anything. Beautiful. From here, we'll take a big inhale, halfway lift. So we want our back to be nice and flat. Palms can either come to the calves or to the toes or to your mat. Crown of the head draws forward and your gaze is going to be shifted down by the toes. You want to really feel that length in the spine and try to get those shoulder blades to touch at the back body. Exhale, forward fold, palms to the earth. From here, keep a big bend in the knees and slowly roll up back to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae, and your head will be the last thing that comes all the way up. Beautiful. So that was our sequence. So we're going to do that entire thing 2 more times, and that will be the 5-minute yoga flow. So just as before, we're going to go a little bit faster this time. Big inhale, fingertips nice and high as we find our mountain pose. Remember, you're still rooting down through the earth. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Exhale, lion's breath, goalpost the arms, heart reaches forward. Big inhale, fingertips nice and high, find that mountain pose. And then exhale, left palm to left thigh, right fingertips stretch overhead, breathing into that right hip space. Beautiful. Big inhale, fingertips nice and high, find your mountain pose. Then as you exhale, right palm to right thigh, and left fingertips will reach overhead. Big inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold, swan diving over the hips. Palms can come down to the feet, down to your mat, whatever you can access. Once again, keeping that big bend in the knees if that helps you access this posture a little bit better. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to calves or to toes. Really want those shoulder blades to try to connect at the back body. And the crown of the head grows nice and long, shooting forward. Exhale, forward fold. Big bend in the knees as you slowly roll it on up. Finding your mountain pose once more. This is our last round of this sequence. Big inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Goalpost the arms. Big inhale, brings everything back on up. As you exhale, left palm to left thigh, reaching the right hand overhead. Inhale, fingertips nice and high. Exhale, right palm to right thigh, left hand overhead. Beautiful. Bringing both hands back up, finding your mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Big bend in the knees. Option again to maybe you pedal out those feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms to your calves, shoulder blades touch at the back body. Pretending like your head and your hips are being pulled in two opposite directions here. Exhale, forward fold, palms down to your mat. From here, we'll slowly roll all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then from here, we're going to take one more shoulder stretch. So go ahead, open those beautiful arms up nice and wide. And then as you exhale, we're going to take an eagle wrap with our arms. So we're gonna bring this right arm underneath our left arm. And then we're just going to intertwine our arms like so. If this doesn't feel accessible for you, you have the option to just give yourself a little bear hug and it'll do the same exact thing. So while we're in, or if you're in this eagle wrap position with the arms, we want to now breathe into that space right between the shoulder blades and extend the elbows forward as you lift on your inhale. And then squeeze and draw everything into the belly button on your exhale. So we want to lift up and out on the inhale, breathing into the back of the heart space. And then exhale, squeeze and pull it all in. Last one, big inhale, elbows shoot nice and high. And then exhale, pull it all in. From here, we'll take it to the other side. So we'll open up those arms nice and wide. And this time we'll bring the left arm underneath the right. And then we have that option to intertwine the palms. Or you can go ahead and just give yourself a little full body squeeze. Either one will work. Same thing. We're just going to shoot those elbows out and then bring them all the way up, breathing into that heart space. As you exhale, slowly curl it all in, belly button to spine, elbows to belly button. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze, bring in. Last one. Big inhale. Exhale, squeeze, curl, and bring it all in. Beautiful. Wherever you're at, go ahead and unravel those arms. Maybe shake it out a little bit. We'll come back to that same center of connectedness and familiarity, bringing one palm to the heart center and one palm to the belly center. Both of these are spaces of intuition and compassion, reminding ourselves to trust ourselves, trust our gut instincts. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Last one, big, full body inhale here. Exhale, release. All right, everyone, that was your 5-minute yoga sequence. I hope you all enjoyed this and are able to carry something with you throughout the rest of your day.